What is going on, guys? It's Shawnee Salami, and today we have a Darkforest game that went on quite a while. We're using the Messer, and this is a really good game to show target switching because I had a ton of takedowns, but not so many kills as you'd expect with 140 takedowns. I believe it was like 65. And if you aren't aware of what target switching is in a group fight, it's when you take someone's slash or stab overhead, whichever, and then you riposte or counter and attack someone else. Just go to the next person. A lot of people, including me, think of it as something you do in a 1vx where you just attack someone that you're not looking at and just keep it random, like keep attacking different people, not just focusing on one guy. But it's so important to do in group fights, and that's going to be a focus of this video. So sit back, relax, and enjoy as we attack Darkforest using the Messer. Do want to shout out a few people in here because this was a sweaty lobby. We have Grundle Stomper, we have Azrael again, who, as you guys saw in the last video, kept me deathless. Shout out him, great guy. We also have some of the Sirs in here, including Sir Sweeps, one of the coolest guys in the clan. I believe they're still around. And then we have our good friend Megan, who's playing with Azrael. So all around, just a pretty sweaty lobby with some really good players. Let's get into it. So a lot of people in this lobby were really nice. I was told by Azrael and Grundle that they were complimenting me and stuff, and one of them was this guy here, DSY. He killed me. So DSY, who is a go-to player, by the way, get in the goddamn Discord. And if you're a viewer, I want to get in games in with all you guys. So feel free to join the Discord. I'll leave it in the pinned comment. Let's all get some games in. That's what this is all about. Chivalry 2 is this community to me right now. So it's not so much about the game anymore. So definitely join. We're closing in on 2,000 members. It's the biggest Chivalry 2 community. Let's do it, guys. At this point, I really am not sure what to do about fire pots because I tend to just waste them. I used to kill teammates. You guys know I always joke about how in the very beginning people used to think I was killing my teammates as a bit because I was so bad at throwing them. But the other issue is now I always feel like it has to be on cooldown. So like as soon as I get a fire pot ready, I'm supposed to throw it and I rush it. And I never kill anyone. So definitely got to figure that out because it's a problem. It's just a total waste right now. Definitely a slow start in this one, and there hasn't been too many examples of the target switching that I've talked about in the intro, so just stay tuned because we will turn it around, but right now it's definitely a slow start. After the slow start, definitely starting to land some overheads, getting the groove here a bit, landing some hits, just taking some easy kills if people overextended. Again, though, I say it every video, I'm kind of at a loss with team damage. I may be messing with my settings at some point because I look back at this stuff and cringe and I don't realize I'm doing it in the moment. The benefit of recording all my games is that I could look at this and see this because, again, when I'm in the game, I guess I'm thinking about kills and not noticing it. Well, we're going to be punished for our sins right here and go completely fucking flying.
Keep the Gatehouse clear of the Gatehouse! We must take the Gatehouse from the Agathians!
And this is one of the things that makes the messer so dangerous is I can slash him in a crowd very quickly with good excels and great damage, especially against these vanguards and footmen. The knights will do great damage too as well, but not quite as much. And it's just so dangerous because you have great overheads that get around blocks so well when you're fighting one or two people. But with the slashes, a lot of weapons don't have that. I'm thinking, for example, the greatsword. So as we capture the Gatehouse and it's on to the next phase, I would like to ask you guys, if you have any recommendations for Chivalry 2 or slasher content that you want to see, definitely let me know, because I know these gameplay videos are the bread and butter of the channel, but I could always do other stuff. I know people like the Elden Ring things, but that was more of a thing for me to make that people did seem to enjoy. But anything slasher related, Chivalry 2 related, I have a map ranking. I did a satire weapon tier list at one point, but I could do a real one maybe. I don't know. Sometimes I do think that the gameplay videos, I could do more than that. I guess I get a little lazy. That being said, I should be uploading a lot this week because I have a quiet week. And here, this guy clearly knows what he's doing, and he's gonna just aura farm me right there and take care of that fight. So I'm not going to point out every single one, but once I start getting in the thick of it more, that's a target switch. I take one person's swing, and then I turn and attack someone else after the counter. Here we get into a pretty fierce fight, but we're able to win the stamina battle. Not often I'm able to do that. Pretty terrible at one-on-ones, but you'll never guess what happens next. Here we're going to accidentally special Azrael, and instead of continuing the fight, we're going to turn away. That's for our own good. He will absolutely destroy me if my teammates don't jump in. We're just going to get out of there, but we're going to die regardless. I honestly am just dying a ton in this one. It is what it is, though. There's not a lot of people on the cart, so it's kind of on me right now. So I'm trying to do my best with that, but it's not really the best performance in terms of positioning. I'm actually surprised how many times I died because it felt like I had a good game, but maybe as the game goes on, we'll play a little better. In that sense, at least. I know it was a good game in terms of getting kills and such. I feel like half the time I play this game on Darkforest, I just forget that there's a whole crate back there that I can get more health at. I always forget to pick up more bandages because here I'm frantically looking around for a banner or something like that, or a footman to heal me, and there's just a crate there the whole time I can get in the cart. Again, just continuing to pile up the kills. This is a pretty good game. A lot of the time, it was just slash spamming in crowds, though. When you're in a crowd, though, you don't want to be heavy swinging unless you have like a hit stop weapon, like a blunt damage weapon that can't swing through people. I learned this recently that active parry on your counters is not as good when you're coming out of a heavy swing. I don't know the specifics of it. I can find out for you guys in the next video. Tiny Rick actually roasted me for that in his player spotlight video, so definitely want to do light swings in crowds when you're using something like the Messer, something that can cleave like a sword or axe. This was pretty funny. In my head, I'm annoyed at the audacity of that guy to special attack me, so I step forward instead of trying to back up, and we're just going to go completely berserk for a second here. This is actually a YouTube short. I've been posting those again. But a nice bunch of kills here. Really good stuff. Again, like I'm going from one guy right here to looking away and then looking back to him to kind of trick him. Always love to see someone have manners. This guy downed me and is making sure to say sorry. No worries there. I don't care about team damage unless it's from range, but I do appreciate that the guy was apologetic about it. Honestly, guys, I say this every few videos. There's no reason to stress team damage. Nothing is at stake in a 64-player lobby in Chivalry 2, as my good friend Downey said. It's not that serious. There's a lot of new players in this game. If you're watching this video, you're probably trying to improve at the game, or you're one of my high-level friends, and you have to be understanding that not everyone's putting that much effort into the game. I don't know, I just get a little annoyed when people get tilted at like bad players doing team damage. It just happens. There's not everyone is as good as you. As we get ready for the last objective, I would like to ask if you guys are liking the video to please consider liking and subscribing. It helps smaller YouTubers out like me a ton. And I want to thank my channel members: Sauce Code, Smile Kitchen, Llama, Big Bro, Chronos, CK, Buhurt, Cygnus X1, K Money, and Naha. If you would like to help me out with a channel membership, I'm putting that money towards getting a PC eventually. That'll be in the description, but obviously no pressure. But now let's see if we can kill the Duke and secure the win. So not able to get it done. We couldn't reach him. We barely even got inside the place. They had it locked down like Fort Knox. Great game to Azrael and his squad and the Sirs and all them. And that was just an awesome game all around. But if you guys liked the music at the end, let me know, because I think it was getting a little stale using the Chivalry 2 soundtrack, but a banger game nonetheless. And definitely check out the video on the screen now for a game where I died much less. See you guys in that one. Love you. See you in the next video.